Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. You see my title below, this is on episode 10 of Rewrite, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed this episode. Still had a lot of cute and funny moments. Definitely, like I've been saying, like for the past few episodes, I've been thinking it was gonna get way more serious, and things have started to get more serious here and there. They're doing a little bit more of build up going into these final 3 episodes that are gonna be coming, because there's only 13 episodes and we're already on episode 10. So what's gonna happen is pretty much, from the looks of it, at the very end is where it gets serious. The beginning part, mostly, I gotta say, I was not expecting this at all. First off, I did not expect Sakuya to be coming, just rushing through, breaking the barrier, destroying all the tree monsters, and being right there that fast. Was not expecting that. Second, was not expecting him becoming like helpful to them, being like, oh, you need a butler, and I'll do this, and that, and he ends up supporting them. To which I was like, what? I thought this episode we were gonna see like Sakuya having to, Kotaro and Kotori and Kagari trying to have to fight him off or something. I did not expect, in actuality, what we learn later is that Akane ends up sending him to go support them, to help them and everything. So it definitely shows that even though like throughout this episode, Chizuru and Lucia, Akane and Chihaya, they really do still care about everyone, still want to be friends with everyone, and still don't want everything that's going on. They're willing to disobey the higher ups of their organizations to go and help each other out. To which, as you can see at the end, Akane does end up sending Chihaya to go to Kotaro them as well, and from there, leave the organization, and from there figure out what she wants to do. To which she also gives a letter of sorts that probably going to learn about in the next episode. And obviously you saw Shizuru, no matter what, disobeying orders. She wanted to go to make sure Kotaro them would be safe, to which Lucia ends up instead going to go and help out. And obviously, as you saw, this episode not only had cute and funny stuff, but some pretty cool action with Lucia versus that one fire mage guy, to which I honestly keep forgetting his name, to which is not just fire, he's actually a lava mage. So that was pretty interesting to see that battle. Definitely pretty awesome, to be honest, to see the different types of abilities that they use against each other. Definitely not knowing everybody's abilities straight up, but it wasn't like an amazing battle, but it was still pretty damn crazy. And honestly, that cliffhanger right there was just like, she ain't dead, right? She ain't dead, right? There's no way she's dead, right? I don't know, because right now, after seeing that, I'm kind of iffy. Like, is she really dead, or is she gonna come back? Something? She's definitely really hurt and gonna fall down into some huge ravine. Like, I don't know where the hell that goes down to. It didn't look. It was darkness. There was no end by the looks of it. Stabbed by a silicone dioxide spear that the guy ended up making, to which was pretty damn cool that he can make that as well, considering lava and all that kind of stuff. But like, is she really dead? Obviously, don't comment below what's gonna happen, because I don't want no spoilers or anything. But like, wow, I did not expect that. But besides all that, the most of the part was pretty funny, hilarious kind of stuff going on with obviously Sakuya, like some moments like Kagari pretty much trying out Sakuya's coffee, to which he thought it was disgusting, and he just seeing his expressions. Like normally you see him either as he's like a badass in certain scenes with him fighting and stuff, and then you have these scenes where he's just a dick to Kotaro. This one, we had scenes with like, oh, what? Oh no, please! Like he was so sad when when Kagari said his coffee was disgusting and everything. We also do see that there are some budding romance kind of stuff going on between Kotaro and Kagari. Kagari thinks Kotaro is doing all of this because of love, and he is doing it for her, but obviously not for that reason at the moment. There's no, he's in love with her yet kind of thing. That's definitely a possibility for later on in the future, but I'm not too sure. Obviously, at the moment, that's not how he feels, but she also mistook it and thought that was what it was. But there's definitely a lot of cute moments, like her holding his hands and everything. But then there was also the huge moment when she bites his arm and then starts saying homo. Yeah, of course he ends up thinking, what? No, you don't want to see any Sok X Kyo Kotaro kind of thing, Sakuya X Kotaro kind of thing. No. To which then she ends up pretty much saying Homo sapiens, and then she comes back to normal. So slowly you're seeing that she is getting her memory back. And the arm that she did bite and that she always likes to bite is the arm that has the energy that he makes when he rewrites his stuff, which is of course the same kind of energy from the looks of it that comes from the source of Earth. So that could definitely be why she ends up biting his arm and stuff. So that's definitely interesting and cool to learn about and see that later on in these future episodes, sooner or later, she's going to get her memory back. Will she retain her memories of everything with Kotaro and everyone else? Like I said, hopefully they do in the next episode, in the last episode. I'm not too sure. It's definitely going to be pretty bad when that time does happen, but at the moment, not yet. But it's showing signs building up to the possibility of that happening in the future episodes. Other than that, we do also learn that Sakuya does know about Kotaro's rewrite ability. He even speaks about it. He even pretty much tells the consequences. He knows the consequences. Pretty much, if you use it too much, you'll end up no longer being human. To which, of course, that's news to Kotaro. He had no idea before, but now he'll definitely probably be more like, he's not just gonna use it outright every single time. He's gonna really have to think about it. And there may be a point, like obviously, like he said, that he's just gonna have to use it. To which we may end up seeing somewhere along the way where he uses it too much and ends up slowly becoming a monster or something like that. I'm not too sure how it works, but it's definitely pretty interesting to think about that also happening in the future episodes. But that was pretty much the episodes. Both sides are gearing up, like I said before. You see, we also did have that moment with him talking to Akane. Akane tearing up at first because of hearing what, Kagari, her answer was to her question. So it's just because right now at the moment Kagari doesn't have her memory, so she can't really explain. But of course she says, humans have created great things like the internet, and Fekoff. Yeah, those are definitely amazing human inventions. Thank you, Kagari, for those amazing inventions. To which she ends up laughing. Then we get the moment. I was like, dude, when is Kotaro going to do this? If this is ever going to happen, I saw in the forums that this is supposed to be something from an Oppai ending or something. I would definitely want to play the game and try and get the Oppai ending, because that sounds like it'd be pretty damn good. But of course, he ends up throwing the coffee out for Kagari to go chase it. To which I gotta say, are you sure you should be doing that? People are trying to find her. I don't think it's a good idea just to throw that out and make her run out for it. Though I'm guessing Sakuya is somewhere around there, so hopefully he ends up watching her. But I gotta say, I told you guys before, from how the episodes were going, Akane was my favorite girl. At the moment, I like Kagari a lot as well. She's definitely cute. I've definitely enjoyed actually like a lot of the characters to learn about them. Of course, I know that the visual novel, it shows a lot more, to which I would love to play the game later on after I end up watching this whole season and then seeing the full on of everything. But Akane has been my favorite girl from what I've seen throughout the this whole season. And I've always wanted these moments where she blushes and stuff. And when she finally was all blushing, oh, are you serious? And she was all blushing, especially when he was about to grope the Oppai. It was so cute seeing her expression. And of course, he ends up not grabbing the Oppai, saying oh, we'll save this later for in the club. And I'm like, in the Oko club, and I'm like, no ways, dude, just grab them, grab those Oppai. But yeah, it was pretty funny and nice cute to see that kind of scene. Obviously, Akane does care about them still. Yeah, you see Lucy at the very end before she gets plunged down there. She didn't have to attack those guys. She could have waited before and let them find Kotaro where they are and then know where the key is, because that's her main objective. But it's all about friends. She's not going to let something happen to them. She has something to protect. That whole line where the fire mage calls her, lava mage calls her a monster, she's like, yeah, even monsters have something to protect. And that's definitely true. That's definitely true. And it's just awesome to see that all these characters, even though they're split apart because of their different organizations, they're still caring for each other and still trying to help each other out. Obviously, you see this whole thing about the whole saint kind of thing. She's the next in line to be a saint. I wonder, does she have to? Can't she run away as well? It's kind of hard for me to think. I don't really know the specifics of all this kind of saint stuff that they are talking about for the group, but it's definitely an interesting thing that probably I guess if you end up playing the game, the visual novel, it will definitely be a more focus if you take Akane's route, I'm guessing, or maybe even Chihaya, since she's part of Gaia as well. But the episode ended up ending with, it started with just some cute, funny stuff, obviously, the whole thing with Sakuya appearing, butler kind of stuff, Kotaro training, Kagati pretty much thinking she's, he's in love with her, all that kind of stuff with her, starting to get her memories back. Bam, we have this whole moment with Akane. We have this whole moment with Lucia versus this crazy lava mage, which I gotta say, I was like, when is she gonna take off the gloves? When is she gonna use her power? To which I was not expecting her to touch the ground and just kill everything there. She's like, I'm gonna make it so you can't burn anything. To which, I mean, that makes sense, that's smart, but the dude still got lava, and like right when she thinks she's got him because he's spitting out blood because they're connected and everything, monster and mage is connected, he ends up blowing her to the side with lava, like a lava explosion thing, to which I thought she died there. Then she wasn't dead. Then she gets stabbed by a damn spear and falls down into an abyss. To which the guy looks still okay. Is he really still alive? Shouldn't he be dead? I'm kind of confused on that part, but probably explain it more in the next episodes. But that was pretty much the damn cliffhanger. That was pretty much the whole episode. Honestly, another awesome episode. Had a lot of fun, like I said before, funny and cute moments. Had a lot of serious moments. And like the story looks like to these next 3 episodes are going to be pretty damn explosive. I'm still scared because there's so many things that they're still left open that I would love to learn more about. I would love to learn and see more throughout of everyone's perspectives and all their kind of things going on. But there's only 3 episodes left. And I just can't, I can't see all this ending in 3 episodes. It feels like that would be way too rushed. So I am hoping and thinking that there has got to be a second season. They have to. Like, also, like I said before, there's after story for Clannad. There's refrain for Little Buster. So there's gotta be a second season. I'm hoping there's a second season because with everything going on so far, I know a lot of people said that everything's been rushed. I still think it was good in a lot of, like, it still got a lot of good things out. I still enjoyed the whole season so far. It definitely could have been better, in my opinion, if it was like a 24 episode, 25 episode season, but I still enjoyed it. But I cannot see the whole thing ending in 3 episodes. It feels like it'd just be way too rushed and things are going to be thrown, probably going to be explosive and cool, but a lot of things are just going to be rushed like crazy, and it's going to end up feeling just like for example, Charlotte is another anime like that I had watched before, and people were really pissed because it was only 12 episodes or 13 episodes, and it was just rushed like crazy towards the end. I do not want to see a repeat of that. I don't want to see another anime. It's obviously Angel Beats, which has only had 12 episodes. Still thought it was an amazing anime, but it would have been so much better if it had like 24 episodes. I'm so hoping that this anime has a second season. We just gotta wait to see for the next one. But overall, that's really all I gotta say about this episode. All I gotta say about this, because I'm just gonna start talking about, please let there be a season 2. But yeah, it's really all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And as always, visual novel readers, how did you feel about this episode? Was there a lot of things, was there anything, a lot or nothing taken from the visual novel and put in this? Or was it mostly all original stuff going into this? Besides, of course, also I know that the Oppai ending was from the visual novel, and that was only a portion of it there. But overall, like, I just want to know you guys' thoughts, how you guys feel about this, and how you guys think. Is these 3 episodes enough for it to be, finished? For it to finish this whole season, or is it going to be rushed in your opinion as well? Or do you also think that there will be a second season? I'm hoping and I'm thinking there will be a second season. More of hope, because I don't know about this. I don't know if they will, but yeah. And anime watchers only, as always, I also want to know your thoughts. It's always interesting to see the thoughts of what other people think, just like how I am, and as an anime watcher only. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. It really does help the channel. And yeah, until next time, guys. See ya.